Alright folks, this is Draconi from DevPro here. We're giving you kind of a OCG deck profile today. This is going to be on Qliphort. What I've kind of adapted this from a first place Japanese tournament build. There's a few of my own little techs in here. Pretty much the deck is pretty much the same as the top 8 build that won, but alright guys, let's get into the deck profile. Let's just jump on in. We got one monolith, disgusting effect. Let's see, you pretty much can't special summon except Qliphort monsters. It can't be negated except during the end phase. If you tribute summon this turn, you can draw a number of cards equal to the number of Qliphort monsters you tributed for tribute summon. It's pretty good. Then you got Scout, your searcher, 2 of those. Just really good card. It's kind of one of the backbones of the deck. You got 3 carrier. It's decent. I mean, hang on, let's scroll down here to see what his effect is for you guys. Sorry, basically, it's got a bounce effect, nothing really special. 3 helix, typical, 1 disc. I would say another really good card in the deck. Basically, you can basically, if you pendulum it, you get 3 all Qliphorts gain 300 attack. This is the one you really need, because if you tribute this card, if you tribute summon for this guy, you can special summon 2 Qliphort monsters, which gives you an XYZ or a push for game. Stealth, never really have seen this one played, so we'll see what he does for you guys. Oh, that's really good. It's got a bounce effect, but it can't be negated, and you can't respond to it. And Sacrifice, the equip spell, just too good that's why it's at 1. 3 duality, consistency, draw power, add power, summoner's art to get your scout to hand or any Qliphort you need. Dark hole. Now this is one of my little techs, my little tweaks around in this build. I think because since so many decks can put up big fields now, or if you get into a pinch where you're against a Dark Law or something that you can't really get over, but this deck can just beat over anything. So really, it's there mainly for those pesky grind decks like Ghost Rick or something. If you get into a real trouble pinch and you don't really have a Qliphort accessible, you can just wipe their board out. 2 Chalice to get your full attack. 3 Wavering Eyes, just really, this is actually a really good card. If it's a pendulum specific card, you can destroy monsters in your pendulum zone, and then if you like, if you destroy both players' pendulum monsters, which is 4 pendulums, you can add another Wavering Eyes to your hand. 2 or more, add 1 pendulum monster from your main deck to your hand. 3 or more is banish. 1 or more is a 500 burn. Really good. Then you have the Solemn Brigade, which sadly this needs to be legal in TCG again. I really feel that TCG has almost no counters anymore because they've made it so hard to counter everything. 1 judgment, 1 warning, which really is all you need. Another tech of mine, compulsory evacuation device, just to get over like a stall Zen mains or a Djinn. They'll rank for Djinn, but if you see that, you can just bounce those. Or say you get like up against a Raikou or some face down Raikou against Lightsworn, pop, bounce it. 3 skill drain, bout necessary to the deck. Magic drain to get rid of those pesky dark holes if they don't have answers to this. This is really a good card because it's speed 3. Huge Revolution is over for like Mirror Force, Torrentials. You really need one of it. Then these last five cards are just ridiculous. In my next video, I'll show a gameplay of it. 3 Rivalry of Warlords basically shuts any deck down because you can just control the board with one type of monster. Like since the Qliphorts are all machines, you can just control machine types. And then Goes and Notch, basically they can't like Gores. They can't really do anything against that. But that's it for the main deck. We'll get into the extra deck now. Silent Honor Arc number 101. Good for taking their Zen mains or any pesky XYZ they might have. Castle, just really standard. Blackcorn, another one of my techs to get over those pesky new Monarch trap spells, Zoma the Spirit, any of those type of cards like those pesky ones you just can't get over. Diamond Dire Wolf to destroy like say a IG Knight Pendulum Zone. Wind Up Zen Meister. This XYZ has been long negated. You can shove something into face down defense position if you need to run something over, like if you need to run over say Infernoid, you can just use this to put it face down and then run over it. Cowboy, your game ender. Utopia, I guess this is still big in the OCG for these two. Not Pleiades, sorry about that. The Chaos Utopia Ray and Utopia the Lightning. But other than that, the extra deck is pretty simple. Pleiades, Cyber Dragon Infinity, which you can pretty much make this easily with like Carrier, Helix. If you like use those, you can make this. It's pretty much as self-explanatory. Diamond, Cyber Dragon Nova. All of these are really pretty much. It's really a self-explanatory extra deck. Now the topping build had the Felground Dragon for the rank 8, but I prefer the hieratic rank 8 because you can, like, if you're clogged or say something with, you have a Qliphort or 2 late game and you need to just pop one card, you can chuck